Hello, welcome to Chitter Chatter. How's everybody doing? How are
Good
you?
evening. Good. Really
It's
good.
I'm so excited for this. I was like, this is gonna be so fun. Like first episode of Chitter Chatter. So stoked. Today we're
Welcome.
talking, yes, welcome. And today we're talking about beauty. Okay. So like why does society act like women expire at age 30? Meanwhile, we're over here, I think looking pretty good, better than
We
the way they
try.
did. Well,
Yeah.
I wanted to point out, I thought this would be really interesting, is that the woman who played Blanche on Golden Girls,
Right, right.
she was 51 years old in this picture. So
She
let me just
was.
show it to you. She's 50, 51 in this
I'm
picture.
I'm 52.
Okay, yeah, and I'm 51. So
Right.
I was like, okay, this is really important to talk about because in the 80s, there was no Botox. Very few people were getting plastic surgery because it was just for the rich people only, you
Well,
know?
I'm not getting Botox nor plastic surgery, but there really wasn't focus on spa, or
Yeah.
mycodermaplasia. There's so much more
Hmm.
to skincare or even the products, the over-the-counter products you can buy now.
It's crazy. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't believe, I mean, look at her again. I cannot believe that this is 51 back then. And I'm 51 and you're 52. And it's like, and I'm not like saying that I look all young or anything, because I don't think I necessarily look young, but I think I look probably more 40s than I do
Well,
50s.
listen, I'm hoping to look like her like when I'm 80. Like she looks 80
Yeah.
to
Oh,
me.
yeah. And
You
she's a beautiful lady. All those Golden Girls, especially what was the one with the white hair? She was famous lady.
Sophia, she was actually supposedly the youngest. I mean, she wore a wig, I think, on the show, but I think she was supposed to be the youngest.
No, well,
Something like
as an actress, she was not. She was Stell Getty,
right,
is what you're talking
right.
about.
She
Yeah.
was she was the oldest on the show, but she was actually, I think she was considered the youngest of all the
Hmm.
actresses.
Yeah, and the
But
beauty standards that we grew up with is like,
so so different. I have to say what changed it for me, in the sense of not say what like wanting to be younger or to look, or to keep fresh looking, was J Lo. Like I love J Lo, and I know that she has a bad rap right now, but she's I think 3 years older than me. She looks amazing. I mean, of
okay,
course she's access to all the beauty products and procedures, but I'm yeah, and she has the money. Yeah, right.
wait,
But
can you
listen,
spill the tea on her? Spill the tea, because I don't know what's going on with her. Might as well. You
well,
said there's
she's
something.
having she's having a bad like rap because she's divorcing Ben Affleck, and he is kind of like throwing her name through the mud, saying she's crazy, and she's just not doing very well, and in I guess in society.
Even now.
Right. She's kind of, have you noticed, she was really out there. She was doing the Super Bowl. She had her
Yeah.
makeup line. She had skincare line. She
Hmm.
was, on a tour. Last time she was, her last tour, she ended up canceling the last couple of shows because she couldn't fill the arena. Like because the whole bad rap with Ben Affleck just
Hmm.
went down for her. So right now she's just really on the down low. I know
Yeah.
that she's supposed to be coming out with a movie though. What?
J Lo's on the down low.
Oh,
um,
last weekend, real quick.
yeah.
Last weekend, I was in New York,
Hmm.
and I had to get on the 6 train, and I was thinking about her.
Jenny from the block.
Yeah,
The biggest thing for me is like the standards of aging is so different between us and men. And it's so not
oh,
fair.
so true.
Yeah.
But it's
Like,
it's been like that since even before. I mean, of all like men could date younger women by 20 years and not bat an eye about it. And nowadays, any man that's like in their 50s or 60s, knock on wood, if we ever got divorced today, and you're
Mhm.
out there, and I'm looking, like, I would have to look for a guy in their 70s or 80s, because anybody who's my age doesn't want to date my age. They want to date somebody who's in their 40s or late 30s.
I don't know about that. I think
Oh,
there are men out there that would date their own age at that age. I do.
in the
I think
50s? I don't think so.
they all want younger
Yeah,
hot women.
yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I'm not
what
in the dating age. So if anybody knows and, wants to,
no, we're married. We're
yeah.
married. Thankfully we're married and single ladies out there our age have it really hard, right?
Oh, that.
But I think we're hardest on ourselves.
Mm.
I think you're probably a more secure with yourself than I am. I've
No.
always, what, you think you're more insecure than me?
I
No.
think it depends on what we're talking about. What's the subject matter?
Well, just like, fine lines, looking old, boobs changing, the stomach gets bigger, just
Yeah.
not, oh, girl,
I,
I asked you if you were going through menopause last time and you said no. How are you 52 and have no
no,
menopause?
no, what I said is I don't know, because I have
Okay.
the implant, and I just don't know. I haven't,
I see.
and I've gotten a second one. So I just don't know.
You're doing the bioidentical pellets that gets implanted under the skin for the
No,
hormone
um,
therapy?
like IUD, Meridian.
No, that's a pregnancy thing. You use an
Yeah, I know.
IUD, right?
That's what
Oh,
because
okay.
because so
All
I
right.
went years ago. I went to a continuing ed course, and the woman was, she was a dentist, but her husband is a gynecologist, and she was, I think, 56 or something, and she had like a 5-year-old, and she was saying how, my husband's a gynecologist. You think he would have said you need to be on a low dose birth control, because she ended up getting pregnant at 49,
Wow.
and all I could think is, so
No.
I chose to get the implanted birth control, I think at 47 or something. I think it's good for X amount of years. So I didn't want to take an oral contraceptive, and I didn't want to, do anything else. I wanted to, leave it and forget it.
You just talked about that girl being 59 years old. Can you imagine
49.
having
She was 40.
Oh, I thought you said, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, but still
Yeah.
49. Okay, I'm 51 years old and like I break my butt just cleaning. Like after 10 minutes, sometimes I pull out my back and I have to lay down. So I cannot imagine having to carry an infant around, carry a car seat, go
I mean,
back and
she
forth.
looked great. She looked great. She didn't look like her age, and she
No.
certainly, she was fit. I mean, obviously, her biological clock was still ticking,
Hmm.
but she just looked fabulous, and so maybe, I mean, I don't know, maybe she could withstand all that. I couldn't. I hear you. Like, I feel like, I'm like, constantly going to the gym. I eat very well Monday through Friday. I just start drinking come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I eat terrible on the
Yeah.
weekends. Terrible.
Well, it's the late night snacking for me that gets me. And also, like I've always, and you know me, Jocelyn's my best friend in case you're new to the show. Since we were 5, we've been best friends. And I've always been thin. I've always
Yes.
been up. But here's a secret I want to let you know that I have not always been in shape. You know what I mean? My core muscles are like not strong. I'm starting to get that skinny fat thing going on, and it's a real thing. Okay, so there's
Yeah.
two kinds of people that are out of shape. There's people that have a tendency to gain weight or, borderline on obese. And then you've got this other group that no one wants to talk about. And I'll tell you why. Because
Okay.
my husband gets mad at me if I say anything about not liking something with myself. He immediately cuts me off and says, well, you are an insult to people when you talk like that, or you say, oh, I've gained weight or I'm fat. And you should be thankful that you have been thin all your life and all that. But here's the thing. It doesn't change the fact that I walk away feeling lonely because now I have no one to talk to about it. And my body still has changed underneath all that. And everything is shifted and your core muscles get really, so there are women out there that I hope are going to watch this show because I want to do an episode just on skinny fat because it's a real thing. And it's you're used to being a certain way and then you reach a certain age and that all goes away and you don't know how to get it back. And it's horrible. It really is.
Well,
It's
yeah, your situation, I could see how that's harder for you because all your life you've been thin. So, so just as a reference to everybody else, I had gotten thin back in 2018. I lost like 35 pounds. I've been a size 6 since 2018, but since I turned 50, it's been like 1 pound this month, 1 pound that month. And that's what I mean. Like the past 2 years, I've just been struggling with this. Now I I gained 10 pounds and it's just
Mhm.
constantly up and down, up and down. And it's frustrating because it's frustrating for me because I feel like I do work out and I do try. I mean, obviously, if I just can shut the mouth on the weekends, I probably get to my goal. But but for you, I'm sure it's very frustrating because this is all your life, and I'm just complaining for like the last, I can't do math. We all know I can't do math, but for the last what, 7 years,
It's
I guess.
okay. Who
I don't
cares?
know.
You don't need to be a mathematician to be on this show.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you do? And it's like you want to go, like I feel embarrassed that I would like to go to my doctor and get a weight loss shot or a weight loss pill to help me get rid of 10 pounds, but they would never ever give
No,
that to me. They'd be like,
no.
"What? Ha ha, you go home, you're doing just fine, girl." And then I still go home like, "Okay, so I can't talk to my doctor. I can't tell my husband. Most of my friends are like, "Shut up with
Right.
your skinny butt.
True,
Shut up."
true. Yeah.
And it's a real thing. I still am not happy with how I look. So those people need support as well because, I look good in clothes, but I mean, I don't like what's going on right now after 50.
I have a friend who does Ozempic and she gets it online and she's pitched it like, yo, why don't you just do it? You only need to do it for a couple months and just lose the 10. But I just feel like one, if I take it, what happens after? I'm going to lose the 10 and then what? I'm going to gain it 10 back right away. Like I've already lost 5, gained 5 back. I've lost the 7, I gained 7 back. You know what I mean? Like, so I just been yo-yoing for the last 2 years, 10 pounds up and down. So I could lose it. It's just a matter of keeping it, lost. So I don't think Ozempic would help me or any of those
Well,
um,
yeah,
BPL shots.
I've heard that you not only gain it back, but you'll keep gaining even more if you take that drug too. So,
Really?
well, that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true because nobody would ever give me that because I'm, a buck
Well,
30,
right.
you know.
You would get it online. That's where you would
Okay,
get it.
so your friend is thin and gets it?
She lost a lot of weight and she is thin now and she's, offered to, get me a supply
Yeah.
of it. But
Okay.
I don't want
How
to.
how about those people, right? Those people that lost 100 pounds and now they're at a weight where a doctor would never prescribe it to you, but they keep getting it by prescription to keep it off. So why can't I come in and say, why won't you give it to me? You know?
Well, they're not getting it from their doctor. They're getting it online.
Don't you
Like
need a
people,
prescription?
no, you can get it like on
Oh,
TikTok. You can get, I mean,
no,
there's place,
that's
Instagram, there's
dangerous.
people, it is, I agree. But
There are
whatever
people
source
getting
she uses, she feels comfortable using.
there are people that are getting syringes with all sorts of jacked up stuff in it, and you don't know what you're really getting. So I would rather have a prescription and go to a pharmacy and pay it out of pocket if I chose to. But I can't
Right.
get a doctor to say, okay, humor me. Here you go. You need to lose 10 pounds. Try this. They won't give it to me. So,
So one Weight Watchers trick, I went, they had the meetings, right? So one time I
mhm.
went to a meeting and they were saying how the best way to, trick your mind or talk yourself out of eating at middle of the night or late night snacking is to say to yourself that you worked at it all day. Right. So let's say it's 10 o'clock, it's 10:30, and you just want the munchy munch. So you have to say to yourself, I worked 16 hours today in fighting and not, reaching for this stuff. So I am not going to mess up when there's only 2 hours left in my day. So you
Right.
guys say to yourself, you only have 2 hours left. Like you could persevere 2 hours.
But I think a
But
lot of
my
people will also say, I worked hard all day. I can fit this one thing in. So it's like there's a flip side to that. And when you're starving and it's
believe me,
only 8 o'clock at night and you're laying there and you are so hungry that it hurts. Like you feel like you wouldn't be able to
you
fall
can't be that
asleep.
hungry. You
Oh,
can't be
I'm
that.
hungry all the time. I'm so hungry. I can eat. This little thing can eat. I mean, it's just,
I,
I want to get off that, that
yeah.
menno belly. I have menno belly forming. And I'm like, I
So
want to
fun.
stop it before it starts, It sucks.
It's starting. You're saying it's starting. You don't want it to get any worse.
Right. And it's getting worse very fast. It's bad. I'm telling you. So,
Do you know what a fupa is, by the way? Did you hear that?
yes. Yes.
Okay.
All right. It's not the belly. Okay.
No.
It's
No.
the layer of skin just above your hoo-ha.
Yes. Between the belly button and the hoo-ha.
Yeah,
It's a
and the
fupa.
hoo-ha. Yeah, and that is no fun. I don't have one of those yet, but I knew girls. Okay, when I was singing in the band, well, I got to be careful what I say. I knew a person back in the day that she was like 21 years old and she had the fupa. You
Really?
saw she would wear the jeans and she would
Oh,
have
the low cut, because that was like really
she
in.
had the right, but she had they might have been mid-rise. I don't remember, but she had a pinch of skin going over top of the waistband. But
So
then
it's a
you
muffin
could
top. That's a muffin top.
no wait, I wasn't done yet. She
Okay.
had a roll over the waistband, and then she had another roll within the jeans just above the hoo-ha.
That means she's wearing the wrong pair of jeans.
Absolutely. Absolutely, she's wearing the wrong jeans. Now, we won't shame women. That was not the point of that. But I'm just saying that, it is a real thing. And, okay, so my next question to you is this. At what point, I cared so much for so long, but recently I have finally gotten to a point where I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I care anymore. Did that ever happen to you? Because I am getting there. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. It's just downhill from here. Okay, my husband loves me. So it's all that matters.
I mean, so sometimes I feel like that when I go and I'm like, listen, I work today. I don't usually work Fridays. We're gonna get on. I'm just gonna have myself like, I don't care. I'm just gonna have. So this is what
You're
happens. So
negotiating.
that whole I don't care happens when I want to have like French fries with my meal, or if I want to have one glass of wine at the end of the night, But then when I want to get into the cute clothes that I have in my closet, I can't seem to, like, some things I can fit into, some things I can't. Like, then I get upset. Then I'm like, no, I have to be like Rachel from Friends. No, sorry, Monica from Friends. Remember Monica, when she went to Rachel and she wanted to date Rachel's boyfriend from high school. Do you remember that episode?
No, because I
Okay,
wasn't a big Friends watcher. So I've
Okay,
got to.
so-
I've always wanted to watch the show, though. But go
Okay,
ahead.
so Monica, so let me just go back. I'm sure other people know. Monica was a really heavy set woman in high school. Fast forward, during Friends, she's really thin. But when she was in high school, she was like, triple chin, big girl, right? So
Yeah.
anyway, Rachel, which is her best friend now, and they were good friends in high school. She dated the high school football guy, whatever, because Rachel's the popular girl. Anyway, so now fast forward and Friends time, she meets up with the said guy and he asked her out on a date, and she just kind of like, she says yes, but then she has to go back and tell Rachel that I'm going to date this. I'm going to go on a date with this guy. And she's like, how could you do that? He did this and this to me, whatever. She's like,
Yeah.
please let me date him. Please. She's like, because the Monica from high school, and she like describes herself like heavy set, blah, 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 whatever. She never got to go to the prom. She never got to go. And I please let me go. Cause I never let her eat. And I just gotta
Please,
say to myself,
please.
don't let her eat. Don't let the fat Jocelyn eat.
Reminds me of Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore. Remember that movie? She goes
Yes.
back to high school as a reporter. I love that
Yes.
movie,
It's
Loser. She's like, loser. And she eats the brownie with the pot in it.
oh, that was so
Oh my
good.
God. I love that movie. I got to watch that movie again. Oh my God.
Such
Well,
good ones.
anyway, I have gotten to a point recently where I've kind of started to give up. I mean, I'm
No,
still going to
don't.
try,
Yeah.
but I'm just like,
But
whatever.
when you
And
give up, what are you giving up? Like, what are you doing? I told you, like, I'll have a glass of
not,
wine or I'll have French
uh,
fries. What's your
no, when
give
I
up?
say give up, it's more of my mindset I'm giving up, not
Oh,
food. I'm just like, you know what? I just need to be thankful for what I have. My husband loves me. Thankfully, there are ladies out there that have husbands that literally say, "Hey, fatty," all day long. I'm so thankful I don't have that. And women should never tolerate that crap ever.
right. Right.
And if you have a husband like that, I mean, you need to reevaluate your situation because you should not go through life having a husband calling you, a fat arse
Name.
or anything like that.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, so I have a husband that's like, you look great. I have no problems with you. You look awesome. And I'm just like, I gotta stop fighting this fight. I mean, yeah, I can eat well and just aim to be healthy. And I do think that women need to do that. They need to aim to be healthy because maybe God made you not to be a thin person.
Well, I mean, I think it's just our age range. That's natural. But I have to say, like my daughter, she's so good. So I'll say to her, "Did you get on the scale yet lately? Have you,
Hmm.
how are you doing?" She's like, "I don't get on the scale." I'm like, "You don't get on the scale?"
That's
Meanwhile,
so
I'm
good.
on it every day. And she's like,
That's not good. That's
"Well,
not good.
that's a whole nother conversation." But anyway,
Okay.
so she says, I go by how my clothes fit. If they get a little tight, then I know I need to watch what I'm eating,
Yeah.
and that's how she stays the way that she is. And I'm just like, yeah, that I don't know where you came from and who you learned that from, because that's not
Right.
me.
Yeah.
God bless her. Yeah, like,
Well,
because I'm just so,
it was
I'm just
easier
so,
when you were younger.
well, that's true. But even when I was younger, I was so like
Yeah.
pounds, like driven by how much actual pounds I was. Like
Yeah.
I knew like how much I was like every day of my life.
Well, you
So
you struggled at times, but let me tell you
always.
something. Men loved you. Like you
Oh no.
never had a problem with guys looking at you. And I'm not saying I did, but you guys were like, when you walk by.
I don't
I
think
remember.
so.
Yes, they
No.
did, girl.
I don't,
And I think they still do. Didn't you tell me not long ago that when your youngest, you went to go visit him at school, her
oh
son is in
yes. Yeah, but
college.
that's because
He
I'm
was
older now.
embarrassed because
Yes.
all his friends at this age right here, you look at her, how hot she is.
Yeah, he's
You're hot.
embarrassed and I was like, it was kind of hard to swallow because I'm like, are you like embarrassed of me? And he's like, no, he's like quite opposite. He's like, I don't want to
Mhm.
show anybody to you. I'm like, why? And he's just
Yeah.
like, because mom. I'm like, that is so rude. Like you have no idea like how that makes me feel. And he's just like, well, how does it make me feel that I know that these guys are looking at you like that? And I'm just like, okay, but
Wow.
still, I don't know. I get it, but I don't get it, because I'm your
Mhm.
mom. You not
Yeah.
introduce me.
Well, you're like really hip looking. It's like Johnny's sister Erica. She's just, she's just like, and
Yeah.
I think you people with an ethnic
Oh,
side to
right.
you always age better than like a white girl like me. You
Because
know
we
what I
have more
mean?
melatonin.
Right. And here I am with lines and wrinkles and everything. I'm looking
No,
kind of
you look great.
pasty.
I don't see
Thank
lines
you.
and wrinkles on you.
Well, that's good lighting.
Which, by the way, my lighting today is like so off. I look so yellow. But we tried fixing it, everybody. Hopefully, it'll get better as the show goes on. Just
Okay,
saying.
so what we're going to wrap up this episode. And what I wanted to say to you guys first was that our entire intention of Chitter Chatter, this show, is to be a live stream show with everybody coming on because we want to talk to all of you and everything like that. Because we're a new channel, we're just doing a couple video uploads because some of you might be like, I can't say anything to them right now. So we are going to put up a couple of these video uploads of a sample of what, us just being us, right? And I hope we can go live next week. So please, please make sure you guys are subscribing and you share Chitter Chatter so we can get the word out. Because the sooner we do that and we can get YouTube recognizing us, then live streams would be, worth our while. So,
and if you could put in the comments if there's something that you want to talk about, we're totally will.
Oh,
Yes.
definitely. Let me tell you something. I've already gotten some over on Moms for Justice. Did you listen to the Moms for Justice Stephen Webster interview?
No, we just talked about it today. I had to work, so it will be this weekend because that's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. So we plan to talk about everything, news, celebrities, fun gossip, true crime. We're going to talk about beauty, weight loss, raising kids. I mean, just everything, whatever we're feeling, and we just kind of want to draw you into our little world because we've been friends forever and we just kind of want to like build that kind of a community and it'll just be so much fun. So, and make sure I'm going to play our outro right now. Make sure you guys are staying on to the very end because the end of our outro is so funny.
So funny. I just saw it today. You just showed me today and I was like, we have to play it.
Definitely. So make sure you watch it till the end. So, okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.